morning, Kansas City. Paulson, quit fooling with your headset. Wake up over there. Hey, welcome to BizBuzz Live. This is your host, Timothy Chin, along with the one, the only, the less brain cells, Scott Paulson's here today.
Here we go.
Kidding. No, we're starting early.
Yeah, why you got to go that way?
There we go. Sherry Wood's in the house today. Sherry,
morning.
welcome. She's back. Today we've got a great young, well, he's not that young, business owner from Lee Summit,
He's younger
Missouri.
than you.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
From Lee Summit, Missouri. Chad Godfrey is the owner of Home Video Studio, a video production and video services company. And Chad's one of those young entrepreneurs that just recently moved his whole operation from the comfort, safety, and savings of operating from home to a big-time storefront. And he has a grand opening coming up this next month. Chad, you were looking at the economy, kind of had your pulse on things, and things were kind of good at home. You had your own studios and everything. But then you swallowed the big pill like the rest of us to move big time to offices. What enabled you to do that? I mean, we're in a recession. Haven't you read the news?
Yeah, that's a really great question. For me, it was scalability. I mean, I have a full-time employee, and just a little shout out to Matt Terwilliger.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
My full-time employee, and he's been working out of my home for about a year. And gosh, when you have a full-time guy there and there's two people in the basement doing stuff full-time, it got a little crowded. And so for us, it was really all about scalability and, the possibility of just really increasing our business, having more room to move around and having that possibility.
Your wife said, get out.
Yeah. But
So,
you know what? She really loves that, actually, not having people come to the door and the phone ringing all hours of the day. So now all that happens down at the storefront instead of at
Sure,
house.
she loves other men just, traipsing around the house, eating, leaving the toilet seat up, and, all the things that untrained men do. But you moved to a storefront in Lee Summit, and tell us about your. Is it it's a franchise, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
we are a franchise. And
how
Home
many
Video
are-
Studio.
Okay. You just recently got back from Sin City, Las Vegas, where you went out
That's
and
right.
picked up some great awards. Tell our listeners about the awards you picked up this year.
You bet. So we have an annual convention that's called the Hanley Awards. It's named after our president and CEO of the franchise, Robert Hanley. And the Hanley Awards are essentially an award that's given out to, they're called Hanley Awards for Excellence in Video Production. And we've got a lot of great franchise owners, actually some that are in the Hollywood industry and TV industry. Another quick shout out to a friend, Jeff Johnson, who is used to work on Deal or No Deal and quite a few other different major television shows. And he's really one of my toughest competitors. But between the two of us, we really compete in terms of these videos. And so the Hanley Awards are really similar to, I guess you would say, like the Oscars.
You're black tie and everything when you do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tuxedo.
Totally black tie,
Chad was in a
the whole
tuxedo.
thing.
Yeah, didn't you see his
Yeah.
pictures on
No,
Facebook?
are they on Facebook?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Missed
they're on
them.
Facebook.
It looks good.
Yeah, so it's set up like the Oscars, but on a much smaller scale for independent studios that are creating commercials and just a wide variety of things. So instead of like Best Picture, we'd have Best Photo Keepsake. We have Best Sound Effects, Best Special Effects,
Hey,
Best Editing.
I
that sort
can
of stuff.
guarantee you the best sound effect for next year. Right here. Listen.
I can't do it on command. It's just something that has to flow from me.
All right, when I throw the pin and it hits you in the forehead, do it. Tell us about your consumer products and what you do for the average person on the street. Because one of the things you do, you save people's memories. And there's, a lot of Alzheimer's around. And
I don't think that's what he means.
oh,
No.
that's
Yeah,
not-
so saving people's memories would be like their content, their old photos, their slides, their old home movies. Remember those old 8mm,
8mm,
Super 8,
right.
16
Because those
millimeter
degenerate
films?
and over time,
They
don't they?
do.
And
They wear out over time. And so all of that old content, and this includes up-to-date content too. I mean, people bring in videotapes, whether it's VHS or, believe it or not, Betamax still is alive and well.
Beta.
We just did some Betamax transfers last week.
now, Scott
But-
still has some 8-tracks. Can you convert those?
Absolutely. We
Okay.
had one come in yesterday, believe it or
Really?
not.
Okay.
Believe it
He's
or
got
not.
an 8-track player in a 63 Chevy. It's one of those cars that bounce up and down.
Oh, yeah.
Would you stop?
So we save those, we preserve those. So we're creators and changers of content. So we're taking this old stuff and we're revitalizing it, putting it on DVD or hard drives, or
And you can
maybe
add
on
music
videotapes.
and
Absolutely.
all kinds
they're
of stuff.
awesome.
Yeah, it's-
Absolutely.
If please come to Chad's open house. Grand
Thursday,
opening.
September 3rd.
It's his setup out there in Lee Summit. You guys is nothing short of
Amazing.
impressive, and the guy is And I'm not kidding. Right when you walk in, you see you have over 30 Hanley Awards.
31 now.
31 Hanley Awards sitting right there.
No one.
But enough about Chad.
Yeah. But seriously, please come on out for that. But I want you to get a little more detailed at some of the other stuff, because you've actually done some work recently for some very big corporations in Kansas City, as well as Kit Bond. Is that right?
We did do some work for Kit Bond.
Yeah.
We transferred some of his old content, a lot of the 16 millimeter films and things that he had, back in the 80s when he was running for senator, and he's
retiring this next term.
A legacy, yeah. Right. I mean, from starting as state auditor, I think in the late 60s to now. So he's got basically every format under the sun that you could think of, from the 50s and 60s all the way up to today. So that was a pretty big challenge.
We hope that our other Missouri senator retires as well. So you can take those old home movie tapes and put them on DVD. Is that expensive to do?
It really isn't. It's a tricky thing to sort of quantify, because people don't always know what they have.
Have you ever come across any that you're not sure you should be seeing?
That does not happen.
Maybe they didn't know.
Not yet.
But being in the video industry, I will not lie to you. We occasionally get some interesting stuff. But
if Scott
for the most
brings
part, it's pretty legit.
If Scott ever brings you one, just put the blinders on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because there's rumors of him skating with big headbands on. I don't know.
Sure.
It's just rumor out there, but no one has actually produced tape of it yet.
I see. Yeah.
So just be aware that if he brings any in, we'd like to see him here. Tell us about our grand opening before we go to break. You've got a grand opening coming up on Thursday.
Yes, we have a grand opening this Thursday. It's actually a ribbon cutting as well. We're calling it a re-grand opening. We've been in business for 5 years, but we've just moved to this new facility. It's at 500 Southwest 3rd Street, and we're going to be there from 4 to 8. We'll do the ribbon cutting with the Lee Summit Chamber of Commerce right at 4 o'clock. We've got a wonderful guest, Robert Hanley, who I mentioned before, is the CEO of and president of Home Video Studio. He and his wife, Denise, are coming from Indianapolis.
Nice.
Yeah, so they'll be flying in from Indianapolis, probably not on a private jet, but possibly. I don't know. We'll see. And they'll be there for the event.
Well, I know of another famous guest that could be available at 4 o'clock.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
His first name start with a T.
That would be right.
Yeah, Timothy Chin.
That's
Great.
Right. No, and I will be there, by the way. So we're looking forward to being there with you.
Yeah, really good.
And I think we've got a lot of the BNI. Our BNI group is going to come.
A lot of people from BNI and from several chapters.
Oh, good.
Will be joining us.
The reason Scott and I are going to be there right at 4 because we figure there'll be more food.
So you got prizes and refreshments?
Yeah.
We have, yes. The theme is a night at the movies. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have a lot of movie memorabilia, a lot of giveaways that are going to be really cool. Of course, we'll have the popcorn and candy and some other
chocolate
beverages and things. And I have a great friend who has one of those margarita machines.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to be having those there too, both virgin as well as the real deal.
That's good, since we have a pastor coming on right after you.
Oh, yeah.
We're on our best behavior today.
Well, we'll have the virgin ones there as well.
Great. All right, good.
Yes.
I have a quick question, if you could.
Real quick.
Are you going to have a demonstration or your screens up and kind of show how you do things? Because that's amazing.
Yes, actually, we have a number of different screens in the studio, and so they'll all be running demos of photo videos to full scale production.
Awesome.
Because we go out and shoot video too, so we do commercial production.
Let's keep in mind that Sherry is from South Dakota, so even chickens clucking is amazing to her.
That's true.
But we'll outdo that one on Thursday at 4 o'clock in downtown Lee Summit. We hope you come. Hey, no recession going on with Chad because he's got some great referral partners. He does a great job, Chad. Thanks for coming today. We're going to let you hang around if you want to. And hey, you're listening to America's favorite business show, BizBuzz Live, here on Hot Talk 1510. Stay tuned.